Today we're going to talk about trepanation, or tree panning. Trepanation is the ancient medical practice of removing a chunk of skull from your head for no reason. That's it. They just like to cut holes in their fucking head. I mean, for real, they literally have no reason to do it, okay? 90% of the skulls that they find with trepanation scars, it's an elective process. Like, they chose to have this done, okay? And this goes back till the beginning of humans. Every civilization has performed tree panning. It is one of the oldest medical practices in the world. I mean, it goes back to the dawn of all of mankind, all right? And people back in the day, for some reason, just loved cutting chunks of, skull out of their head for some reason, And they had primitive tools to do this with too. I mean, could you imagine this shit today? Fuck no. I mean, look at that shit, dude. Look at that fucking little drill thing. How would you like to get that thing in your fucking head? Right next to your brain. They are literally millimeters away from cutting into your brain and killing you dead. But somehow, these guys were able to use these tools to do the surgery and keep everybody alive. And yes, there are people today who attempt their own tree panning or trepanation. There's very few doctors who will actually go and do it for them. But people still like to try to do it themselves. But that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Today, I want to talk about a surgeon. And this surgeon, he was down in Peru, all right? And Peru's a land with, Machu Picchu, Sacsayhuaman, Ollantaytambo, cocaine, museums, alpacas, cocaine. I mean, Peru's just full of all kinds of great stuff. And this doctor, he's on vacation. He's in this little town in the middle of nowhere, all right? And he's just, kicking it, relaxing and everything. And all of a sudden, he hears someone freaking out outside. This woman's like, oh my God. She's freaking out. And the doctor's like, hey. What the hell's going on out here? What's up? What's happening? I'm a doctor. And she's like, oh my God. It's my daughter. My daughter's been here. He goes, ma'am. I'm going to need you to calm down. Now, tell me. What the fuck's going on? What are you screaming about, all right? And just take your time. He's like, okay, well, my daughter, she was out working, and she got hit in the head with a tool, an instrument, and her head is cracked open. He's like, well, let me see, I'm a doctor. Holy shit, you have got to get her to a hospital. And she's like, see, that's the problem, doctor. The hospital is 2 hours away, 2 hours travel, all right, across the Andes Mountains. What are we going to do? And he's like, oh my God, let me think. Oh, fuck. Okay, we don't have a choice. I'm going to have to save this girl. So he starts thinking, he's like, all right, I'm going to need medical supplies, all right? So get me any clean surgical instruments you have, the best, sharpest cutting tools you have. And they're like, dude, this is a shitty little town. Our mayor has one fucking leg, all right? And he's like, oh shit, they're right, goddammit. You guys don't have any tools, you guys don't have any medical instruments, no bandages, no medicine. What the fuck are we gonna do? And all of a sudden, this dude's inner badass kicked in, and he's like, I've got it. You're gonna break into the local museum and fetch me the ancient trepanation tools, all right? And preferably get me one made of solid gold, because gold is going to be nice, clean, and pure, okay? Won't let any infection happen. And the townspeople, they all join together and they do it. And they go and they break into the museum and they get the trepanation tools and they get the meat and they come back and he starts working on her. And he's working, he's kicking ass, and he's fucking sawing and cutting and boom, and everyone's freaking out. And he comes out, boom, I fucking saved her. Fuck you, death! Ha ha ha! And the townspeople celebrated and they loved this doctor and they thought he was the fucking shit. To this day, they still love him, They sing songs for this guy. They love him that much. He was truly a badass. Badder than him. Badder than him. He was even badder than him. Alright, he's not that bad. Anyway, the mayor's son even played a spiritual healing song for the doctor, but then the museum owner was like, hey, I'm glad that you saved her, but you remember that solid gold trepanation tool that you borrowed from the museum? What solid gold trepanation tool?